Welcome back, everyone. I believe this is day 32, but I forgot to tape a day or two. Anyway, a lot of sanding, a lot of primer coat. I put 2 coats on, and then I put this is the second coat of the marine top coat by Rustoleam. It's called Battleship Gray. So I think it's going to look pretty nice with all the black trim of the windows and doors and stuff like that. So kind of walk around. Sorry about the sunlight. It's early in the morning. Just put it on. I can't say it's absolutely smooth because it's not, but it's pretty uniform, so I think it's going to have a nice look to it. I did the roll and tip method. By far not an expert, but it was really easy. I will say this though, use some cheap brushes because the way that the tips, it's just a very fine amount of paint on the tip when you're running it, and it dries very quickly. So give you an idea. It's the back. I have to finish that once I install the hatch because I want to know how much room I have on the edges and stuff like that for the rollout. Plan on putting a cooler on the right side, or refrigerator eventually, and then on the left side drawers. You kind of get an idea down the time. The wires hanging out are for outside lights. The only thing I'll say is it's very messy. Probably gonna have to paint the frame again just because of with the epoxy and the fiberglassing underneath, it just kind of drips everywhere. So it is, I guess, the nature of the beast. Take one step forward, go back two. So not a big deal. The only thing I'm not 100% happy with is the top there. Did Bondo, did everything on it. It's sanded and sanded and sanded. It just did not come out that great. Sorry for the movement. Up top, I haven't cut out the hatch yet for the fan, but there's no wood underneath there. It's just basically the fiberglass cloth. I just have to cut out, so that shouldn't be a big deal, but I figure I'll leave it up so nothing drips through. Get an idea. I really like it. Plan on building a big roof rack on top, keep it low profile, and just kind of mount it to the top. Built the fenders yesterday, or the framing of the fenders yesterday. Give you an idea. Sorry about the movement. But these are the fenders. So 2 on each side, obviously. So they're just connected together to give it some. Hopefully they stay together. Just kidding. But yeah, so that's everything's going along, and I'll install those. I just have to cut the legs off so they fit over the top there, and then get the steel plating. I haven't decided yet. I'm thinking just expanded steel along the steps, but I'm not sure yet. The only reason I'm not crazy about diamond plate on those is because it's aluminum usually, and I can only weld steel. So I'm thinking just get this expanded grate for the back and see how that goes, and kind of go from there. Right here, I've got a question in the past. That's going to be the spare tire mount. Right now it's a little bit long, it's through to the frame, but what I plan on doing is, cutting it down to whatever I need to, and then building a mount just so the bolts go in, and then just sitting there so it's close to the side, and it kind of lines up with the width of the trailer. So I used real heavy steel there and built the bracket inside. It's kind of welded around, so I've stood on this many a times to get up to the top, so it's not going anywhere. What else have I done? Oh, I got another question on the water tank. So you can see basically I just built a bracket up top, 2 halves, and there's 4 bolts holding that. So it's on the bottom and the top, and then I'll plan on running all the wires or the tubing to the other side. I don't plan on running it inside the camper. What I plan on doing is basically, as you can see, is running it underneath, and then just kind of building a little, I guess, like a housing here, because I'm going to mount the Pelican box back here. I have extra 3/4 inch plywood in between to kind of like give it a nice mounting bracket, and then I'll put the propane tank down along here on the bottom on the step, so that way I could hook in and fill up the water tank. But also, if not, then I could just you know, and have the pump out there and then put all the pumps underneath. I have the line run already for the water pump, but I have not run it through the bottom, so it's just kind of there. And that's basically it so far. Any questions, any suggestions, please let me know. But look forward to getting close and wrapping this up hopefully soon. So I think the next is the doors and the windows and the hatches, which I have. I just have to wait for the paint to dry and make sure that I'm happy with it. I might go one more coat. I'm just not 100% sure. So far I've used about 2 3/4 of the quarts of the Rustoleam, topside paint, just Battleship Gray, just a regular cheap old 6-inch foam, and then a brush over the top. So anyway, please hit like, please hit subscribe. Any questions, let me know. Thanks.